Well, hello. Today on the show, we're making omelets. I guess we got to cook them first. All right. Josh, are you here with us today?
I am here, but I cannot be seen. We decided not to set up a camera
Well,
because we had too much freaking other stuff to do.
no camera, no speaker. I can hear nothing. It's really weird. So we're going with
I will
it.
talk a little louder.
We're going for it.
I'm here,
There you go.
but you can't see me because we did not set up a camera. You don't want
Right.
to see me anyway.
Robin says, I actually connected before you started, believe it or not.
Hey, Robin.
Well, all right. Nice. A little CIA action. All right. I don't know. We're just hanging out, having fun here on a Sunday. We're going to make some omelets. We're going to do three, as advertised, three different omelet recipes. We've got Julia Lay Cobb here with us. Hello! Hello, Julia. Good to see you, my friend. She says, we always want to see Josh UA.
Well, you'll see me at the end. Stick around.
Stick around. There's always more.
Right.
So we have got three different omelets that we're going to do. We're going to start things off with just literally what I made myself for breakfast yesterday, if I'm being totally honest. It's got some peppers and onion and garlic and all kinds of good stuff. It's just kind of a veggie, I don't know, hodgepodge omelet. Then we're going to do a Italian omelet. It's got some basil. It's got pancetta. All kinds of good stuff in there. Garlic, of course.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia. It's a me. And then we're going to finish things off with a spin on a classic BLT. Bacon, not lettuce, spinach, and tomatoes inside of an omelet. So surely between the three of those, we'll be making something that you'll enjoy. So hopefully you'll stick around and see how we do it. Go ahead and comment down below and say hi so we know who all is here. We'd love to interact together throughout this whole thing. We're doing it live. Normally we do these cooking show segment things kind of all pre-recorded and stuff. So we're right here together with you on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch tonight. Kicking it old school, just, because why not? So, yeah. We're drinking some coffee. Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
You want to tell the folks what's in our mug?
Walmart. We didn't pick anything out. Here, okay. Let me. I'll grab one.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. While you're doing that, I'll get stuff going.
Do we have one?
No, you just.
Okay. I didn't know if there was.
Just make one up.
Okay. I hear you. They heard you too.
I know.
That's
the whole shtick.
Let's do breakfast in America. That's the.
Oh yeah, that's what we're drinking. Breakfast in America. Who? Ha. I mean, we're just gonna keep mixing in songs on that one.
Yeah, it's a light roast morning brew. It's nutty, just like we are.
Waka waka.
It's got sweet citrus and dark chocolate.
Nice.
Because what is a breakfast in America without dark chocolate?
Can't even with you right now. The muffins were bad enough.
You ain't seen nothing till you're down on a muffin, right?
Said he sure be a changing in ways. Not. Okay, big stuff here. I've taken the tops off some peppers. Strap in, folks. These that I've got are sweet peppers, so there's no spice to them. So I'm not worried about getting every little seed, all that stuff out. Just going to kind of make it a little bit rustic today. If you could see this, we're going to take some of that rib out, though. Nobody likes that much rib. And what's funny is when I do this different about every other time. So that's what I'm feeling tonight. Speaking of feeling.
Yeah.
Feeling a little.
And why is that, Jared?
Well, it's a deadly combination. So I actually had been feeling, I don't want to say feeling under the weather, because that insinuates that I'm sick. I don't think a head cold is sick per se. It's just stopped up and sucky. And that's what I've had all week. Started out with a bunch of, you'll love this as I'm, sitting here making food. Nose juice, we'll call it. I was leaking like a faucet. Then that dried up, and I was like, oh, good, because I've got to sing with the Dirty Saints this weekend. Yeah, so what actually happened was I sat in the front row like a big old fan, screaming my lungs out the whole night, the whole weekend, actually. By the time it came up for me to sing, I sounded like this. So, yeah, it is what it is. Has anybody else got that springtime allergy stuff happening? Josh, are you an allergy guy? Do you
Not
suffer from
really, no. I do have a tendency to get some sinus issues during the winter.
that? Yeah.
Other than that, yeah. But if you're going to leak from someplace on your body,
Oh my God. Wow.
I think the nose would be the least offensive, right?
I would hope.
Did you hear about Jared? He's leaking.
Wow. So yeah, needless to say, had a freaking blast doing that with the Dirty Saints. Talk about brothers from another mother, man. I love that whole band. Everybody in there is great people. I know, right? Like it's high-tech stuff I'm doing here. But, I made the conscious decision to do this live on air for two reasons. One, so that we pull no punches. Everybody can see every step of everything we're doing. Two, it gives me something to do while I'm talking to you guys. So,
Yeah.
let us go to the comments.
Can I access those down here, or do you want to do that?
What's that?
I said, can I access this down here?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. You
On
want
that
yeah,
pad thing.
Yeah. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah,
Right,
please
do
do.
that.
That'd be great.
So
I'll slide that out of your way.
We have,
Yep.
right there. Robin Phillips says she's making creme brulee tonight.
Wow.
Brulee?
Creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Yeah. And Kim Hart says, yum. Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like
Yes,
that.
we know she's got such a husky voice just like you did there, Josh. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And Robin says, I bet my creme brulee is better, LOL.
Better than what? My creme brulee?
I don't know.
Or my omelets? Because that's straight up apples and oranges,
Well,
yo.
that's omelets and creme brulee.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah. Stephen Cobb says, I don't get sick. You humans and your silly diseases.
Right, for real.
Yeah. And I think we are maybe all caught up on those comments.
Nice.
Yeah, are you about done with that rustic chop?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm making all the progress in the world here.
Look at that.
I'm actually going to do this one and call it good. Sure.
Yeah, why not? So that was a pretty impressive couple nights of shows this
It was a
weekend.
lot of fun. So,
All the singers, as you know, there was a replacement in the Dirty Saints.
a temporary replacement.
Well, no, a hip replacement.
Oh, yeah. Well done.
Dirk Almond.
Yep. Almond. Yep.
had a. I guess they just took his hip out and shoved a steel thing in.
Yeah, he had one of them something or another's done.
Yeah. So apparently that affects his voice.
Right,
They could
apparently.
just roll him up there in a wheelchair.
Actually, I'm going to keep these here for now.
And they had how many different lead singers?
I don't know. It reminded me of Cap Gun Chaos, to be honest.
Yeah, it was first night with Gene Whedon, Paul Tomlinson, Jake Simpson. Yeah, which they all did amazing, but Jake, man,
that boy don't play.
He brought it. He really did.
That boy don't play.
Yeah, he was not intimidated by his first time at Archie's performing.
Right.
So yeah, he brought it. They all brought it. I walked in there to the dulcet tones of Gene Whedon. I could hear him out in the parking lot, and I said, "That's Gene."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Paul came up and sang, and Paul did amazing too, man.
Yeah.
He was singing a lot of like the Styx songs and Journey stuff that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Really good stuff.
And Jake, then what? Kristen?
Yep.
Yeah. 4. Oh, Jay
And
Stevens.
Jay Stevens closed out the
Mr.
night.
Steve Stevens.
You know, the glittery naked singer
Yeah, he went up there and his shirt came off.
in the first song.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to reveal too much too soon, right?
Yeah, I reckon not.
So is that a jalapeno you're going to cut up there?
This is a jalapeno, sure enough.
All right. So there's going to be a little bit of a kick.
A little bit of a kick. Not a lot of a kick.
Let me get that close-up going.
There you go.
Yeah.
How very directory of you.
Would you call that a dice?
Yep.
Okay. What's the difference between a dice and a mince?
Oh, we'll get there one of these days.
Yeah. I think a mince is just like kind of a chopped small pieces.
I will break it down this much for you. Stay on the shot here. So the size of your slice will determine the size of your dice.
I like slice better.
Yeah. So depending on how thin or thick I cut these, or don't cut them.
Julienne them.
There you go.
How
will determine how thick or thin they are. So I want to try to keep these all the same size, though, because I want them to cook at the same rate. I don't want mushy jalapenos and crispy peppers.
Well, technically, those are all peppers.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
You're an expert at that technically stuff, sir.
Yes, I like to be technical. Hey, it looks like we got some more comments coming in.
Sweet!
Scooting back up because they're coming in. Don't get sick. Okay, so Miss Cobb, Julia, if you're nasty. I'm online shopping for UK/Scottish tea cakes.
Nice.
I kind of miss them. Jaffa cakes and Tunnock's tea cakes.
Tunnock's, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, why not? And Robin says omelets.
Oh.
Meaning her omelets are better than yours.
Well, we shall see.
We should have
the last time, not yesterday morning, but the time before that I made omelets. I freaking killed it. Like chef's kiss. Amazing. Yesterday when I made it, had a little redo.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, had to do a little redo.
Yep.
So.
All right. You want another comment? Let's toss another comment up there
Yeah.
from Julia. Jaffa are little cakes the size of a cookie, and they are topped with orange marmalade and chocolate. Julia, who do you think you're talking to? We know what a Jaffa cake is, right? We watch the British baking show every year. They love them Jaffa cakes on that show.
Well, they surely do. Okay, I feel like I'm going to become the onion guy because I feel I needed to say this every time. So I cut the top and the bottom off of the onion. That's stood it up, and that's what we've got. Now inside of here, see if you could see this. All these little striations, the layers, if you will. I don't know if you'll be able to see that because it looks like it's pretty bright. That is what is going to create our julienne. Now I'm going to use onions on a couple different of these omelets in a couple of different ways. So I say that to point out that we're going to do 2 different kinds of cuts. Maybe.
But the first cut is the deepest.
Thank you, Brian Adams.
It cuts like a knife, dude. It
Oh,
does.
man. How'd I know that was coming next?
But
Oh, God.
it feels so right.
Right. Okay, so the first one I'm going to do is a julienne. But I don't want the strips to be the length of this onion here. So what I'm going to do is cut the onion in half. And then we're going to come in and cut our juliennes. See, this is what we're left with. If I could pick the dang thing up. That's what we're looking for. That's what all this is. Once you get it in the pot, they'll all look like that. Get it?
Got it.
Good. What commercial is that from? Do you remember?
It's in a lot of things, dude.
Put it in the comments, y'all. I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
I ain't got time for no
All right, it's
commercials.
from Micro Machine Minis.
Okay.
Get it? Got it? Good. At the time, he was the world's fastest talker.
Okay. And what are we doing there? Just
Yeah, you know,
extra
finishing
top?
up the little
Okay.
ends.
Okay.
All right, now we're just going to chop. A lot of people will do the whole, oh, you only go like so far in and do this. I just get in there and do it. And I do it like all arched over like McDonald's in Oklahoma. Just hang out over the top, lift all my fingers, and just go to town. Turn it the other way.
Impressive knife skills.
Chopped. Not rocket science. It's an onion. Don't let it beat you. Turn that son of a gun sideways. And you can even, if your knife skills are lacking, do some of that. It doesn't matter. It's getting cooked. Speaking of getting cooked, my eyeballs are cooking right now.
Ooh.
But that's the way she goes.
Go ahead.
Remember the other thing I mentioned a couple episodes ago? Don't do this thing with your knife. Treat that like it's the holy grail in your kitchen, man.
But if you have to, use the back of the knife.
Yes, you can
not
use the back of
blades
the
on it.
knife. Just be careful. Woo! That was a potent onion. I'm not normally a big crier.
All right, we have a definition.
All right, bring it on.
Tunnock's. It's a vanilla cookie topped with marshmallow and covered in chocolate. That's Julia Leigh Cobb.
Nice. Well, thanks for that little, what's the word I'm looking for?
Tidbit.
Confectioner's tidbit.
And Robin says, I heart the way everyone came together and stepped up for him. Great community.
Me
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
Me too. Yeah, this weekend was a lot of fun. It felt very much, I feel what you're saying, Robin, it felt very much like a carryover from the Holly celebration. My goodness, I am bawling like a baby over here from this dang onion. Normally, it didn't get me like that.
And in case you didn't know, Robin Phillips would like to remind you that Kristen always kicks.
She does always kick ass. She is an amazing singer, and she's a great person. Why in the world she married Jeff Ford is beyond me, but
I don't know.
that's on her. No. Okay, let's see here. What order do I want to do things here?
Hey, it's your show, man.
Right. This is the part we're supposed to discuss this beforehand and get a plan, but the heck with a plan. So before we start, nah, yeah. Okay, let's see here. I want to let's bring out how about some ham?
How about it?
Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, you can use whatever you want. You could use sausage, you could use bacon, you could use chicken livers. Disgusting. You can use whatever you want. But today, it's ham. This is the reason, by the way, I'll fill you in on why I had to redo my omelets on the last one. Josh, if you would.
Well, put that there. Yeah.
So here's, again, in cooking, your ingredients should be the same size if you're cooking them at the same time. Obviously, if you've got a bigger ingredient, like the size of this egg, don't cook an egg for very long. But point is, this will cook longer. Put this in, wait a while, then put this in, then put something small like this in, right? Oh, no.
Sure, yeah.
So I had somebody direction on getting the petite dice so that they looked like that on the pieces of ham. Start my omelet, get it all going, and I opened the bag and I was like, what is this? I can't work with that. So I had to hurry up and try to cut all this, like, and in the meantime, my omelet was back there. I don't even want to say burning, but it gets that. An omelet should be yellow, not brown. So, shooting for the best tonight. Looks like we might have more comments, maybe?
Yeah, I didn't know if there was anything special you wanted to talk about the dice for the ham, other than your...
Yeah, no, just kind of
segmenting it into 4 equilateral pieces.
There you go, Mr.
All right.
Technical.
All right, let's talk about these comments over here. Robin Phillips says, and Jay Stevens sung one of her favorite songs.
Oh, yeah, that'd be Poison. I
The
think. Maybe not. I don't know.
group Poison or the song Poison?
The group.
Okay. That's your favorite group, too.
Yeah. Ugh. Disgusting.
All right. Hey, look who's on here.
I can't see.
Well, I will show you. It is Marcia Poole.
Hey, Marcia.
And she says she just got home from church, missed the first of the show. What
Nice.
y'all cooking? Mom, we are cooking omelets.
Trace omelets.
Well, he's cooking omelets. I'm just moving cameras
Pushing
around
buttons.
and pushing buttons.
Pushing my buttons. No, I'm kidding.
Gonna try.
Yeah, we're making Italian omelets, a BST omelet,
PST.
and a BS omelet. It's
Yeah.
full of stuff. Good stuff, healthy stuff, breakfast stuff.
Look at that dice.
You say that and then I grab a weird piece.
And so we've got this Chris Press. Random comment. First time having you guys on my TV. Pretty cool.
Ooh, nice.
Well, welcome, Chris.
Hopefully we don't look any worse than your big old high-def TV. And by we, I mean me. I've still obviously got leftover stage stuff from last night under my eyes and on my fingernails. But,
That's because you're a dirty, dirty boy that doesn't shower.
Right. What's funny is the older I get, I am so much my mom. I'm like, oh, it's going to look like I have dirty fingers on camera. I can't tell you how many times I washed my hands already tonight.
I don't think you're fooling anyone. I think everyone can tell that is nail polish. And if they have a problem with it, there's a close-up. Show them what it is. Black fingernail polish. Eyeliner. I wonder where he got that from.
I'll never tell.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
I got my ham.
Okay. Do you want any more comments, or you want to talk a little bit more?
No, let's go to the comments.
Okay. I think we only got 2 more. So
That's
let's.
all right.
Robin Phillips says, "Did you ever get to cook hibachi steaks?"
No.
No.
One of my favorite steaks I've ever eaten actually did, though, come from a hibachi restaurant. And a big selling point to me on what made it so good was the fact that they cut it up for you. You don't even have to mess with that. So can't go wrong there.
Right. And Liz Deck is here.
Hey, Liz.
And she said, "Ha, don't forget your chives, LOL."
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And
Right.
Chris Press says, was going to say, you exfoliated your skin?
Oh,
High Def has you glowing.
especially on this side over here.
Yeah,
On
look
this
at
big old
that.
5 head.
We call that a halo effect.
Yes. This is the Beyonce look. You know, she sings a song about Halo or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to cook these vegetables in advance. And then we are going to start our omelet. The reason being, I don't mind some crunch like in my peppers and my onions, but I don't want raw. So we're going to come over here. Perhaps. Hi over here. And we are going to turn on some heat, which I should have already done. We've got this for later.
Oh, you moved it.
You don't need that.
Well,
You need this.
I was okay. I was
Yeah,
just
you
showing
know,
the
you don't
cast
need to.
iron.
Yeah.
You moved the cast iron.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to let that warm up. I could go into a lot more detail about why you should let it warm up instead of starting cold on this, but we'll save that for an actual show. It's just friends hanging out right now. That's what we're doing. Josh, I cannot tell you. So people watching at home that have no idea what I'm seeing out here, the last show we had a way for me, a monitor, if you will, TV or whatever, for me to see what was going on in your guys' comments only when I was standing over here. But tonight, now I can see everything. And I'm like, this feels so much better.
Well, let me throw up a comment for you then.
All right, let's test the theory.
Let's test it. Yeah. Which one right here? Oh, yeah. You're going to like this one.
By the way, you kicked ass last night. Just sorry I didn't make it there. Well, thank you. I'm glad that the video proved that I did okay. Although I would say probably not great. My voice was shot before I even went onto the stage.
You sounded awesome, dude. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am becoming such a perfectionist when it comes to that kind of stuff, but bottom line is I had a blast, and that's kind of all I care about, if I'm being honest. So thank you for that.
So Ms. Cobb says, and wait, let me back up. There we are. We're making plans for upcoming weekends. Next weekend is WrestleMania watch party.
Nice.
The following weekend is both Empire Records watch party and Easter.
Nice. So you're watching the Easter Bunny like, I'm going to hide these little eggs. Oh, these little rats won't see it under here. Is that what you're watching with Easter, or what do you mean?
And then, ... Steven and I have an audition.
What?
Next week.
Come on now, spill the tea.
Yeah, you can't just drop something like that and not go into detail unless it's like secret audition.
Yeah.
But we won't tell anybody.
No, of course not.
You know, maybe 7 people will see this.
Right, yeah.
And they're not telling anybody.
Getting there. Robin says,
Come on. There you go.
my back is killing me after getting knocked down Friday. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna kick me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna get me down. Danny boy, Danny boy.
Why not? Okay.
That's all I got. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry,
We're
Robin.
just waiting for that to heat up.
A little bit. Yep.
Okay.
We're almost there.
Let's have another comment. We do a scavenger hunt on Easter. We give hints and hide little cards all around the house.
Hope it's not windy.
It's a little crazy.
Oh, inside the house.
Okay. It's a little crazy because all our kids are all over the age of 20.
Well, there you go.
Wow. You
Sounds
don't
fun,
have
though.
kids that are over the age of 20?
She do.
She do.
She do.
Wow. That's kind of amazing.
Right? Actually, we're going to go butter.
And the audition is for a Renaissance festival.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know what Renaissance festivals were called back during the Renaissance?
Festivals.
Festivals.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, I just thought of something, Josh. Do you have
Yeah.
this? Do you have this microphone on up here?
I do.
Sweet. I figured you probably had it all under control. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, "Hey, did we ever check that?" Yeah, you know the whole. I'm assuming everybody can hear and see everything. Okay, cool. Next. All right. So,
It's a little ambient, but it works.
yeah.
This gives a little room noise.
Okay with
You
ambient.
can hear the clicking and the knife work.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think I ever really muted it.
Oh,
But
that's wonderful.
We were pretty quiet
That's-
during the opening. So.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm telling the truth, man. I was like, you know
Right.
what? I don't remember unmuting it, but
Oh
it's unmuted.
my gosh. Oh, Josh.
I was listening. We weren't making a lot of noises. We weren't farting and belching.
Oh
so
my
we're
gosh.
good.
No, I don't do that in front of people. Okay. Robin says, I knew you'd make me laugh. Yay, there you go. Mission accomplished.
Yeah,
See?
there we are. Right there. I knew you'd make me.
Well, there it is. Oh, I grabbed the wrong.
And technically, here's the.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
Wait a minute. We've got Julia Lay
Well,
Cobb,
actually-
and we've got Stephen Technical Cobb. I don't know.
Technically, they were called harvest festivals. Technically, only during the harvest.
Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they had like a summer festival that wasn't like harvest time.
That's what I was waiting for.
That sizzle.
Yep.
I can hear that sizzle. It's almost like there's an overhead that's on.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. Okay, so we got some butter.
Why don't I give
Unsalted.
that glory shot right there? Look at that butter.
Always unsalted butter for me. And some onion. Always start with onion. The only exception, Josh, do you know?
Celery.
No.
Carrot.
No.
Butter.
Bacon.
Oh, okay.
If you've got bacon, use that little lovely juice it gives off. Otherwise, start with onion. Yes, we started with bacon, but in a different pan coming
That's
up
right.
shortly.
That was one of the few things that we prepped today.
Right.
All right. Okay, I'm about to be corrected, I'm sure.
What's Steven saying this time? I don't even have to look up. I love it.
Oh, Julia Lay Cobb says that's the only time they had them, so they were harvest festivals. Julia, I'm sure some point during the Renaissance, there was a festival that was not specifically a harvest festival. You can't say the only time. Like because are you positive they never ever had one during the summer?
Right.
Don't think they went down to the beach and, hey, let's have a festival?
Y'all are so technical. It's killing me.
Hey, look at that onion.
Okay, we're going to add in some peppers.
Ooh, that is so lovely.
It's pretty, pretty.
Look at that color.
You know what?
What?
We're just going to go for it.
Do it all?
And
I
I'll
thought
show
you
you
were gonna
why.
save- I
Yep,
thought
and
you were
I'm going to
saving some
add in
back.
a little bit more onion too, and I'll show you why.
Okay, you show me why.
Because I forgot we're making 3 different omelets.
Okay.
I'm thinking, well, we don't need this much for one omelet.
Okay, but aren't there 2 different types of cuts on those onions?
Yeah, those are our julienne,
Oh, you did save them back.
and
there,
these
right?
are our chopped.
Okay. Alrighty. It smells like onions and peppers in here.
Well, it's a good thing that's what it smells like, and not,
Yeah.
oysters and something
Plain-
else. I don't know. Okay, I love onions and peppers, but you know what I really love?
What do
Food
you
with
really
seasoning.
love? What are you going to season with?
Well, we're going to go in with a little salt. And can you believe it? A little black pepper.
Look at there. That black pepper showed up better on camera than the salt did.
It what?
It showed up better on the camera than the salt did. I tried to get a close-up of you sprinkling salt, but you just couldn't see
gotcha.
it. Note to self, when you're sprinkling the salt, it's more about what you're doing physically when you're doing it.
Right, it's
It's not actually seeing the salt go into the pan. It's kind of hard.
True, unless you're using pink Himalayan salt or something.
Ah, yes.
Which I don't. I mean, I could, but I just don't.
Uh-oh. So Mr. Cobb says, I was there and they didn't.
He's a time traveler. You didn't know that?
Yeah, sure.
Man, it smells so
It does smell good.
You know what I like about you running comments instead of me on things like this, Josh?
So you can actually cook and not have to worry about...
Big yes to that,
Yeah.
but also I am the worst about leaving a comment up and then we switch cameras and do other stuff and there's a comment over all of that.
Mhm.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah, well,
You're able to see it
Yeah,
all
I'm
at
looking to
once,
see it,
so
yep.
yeah. That definitely does help.
well, I'm here to help.
Thank you for being a
And
friend.
to make that fat money
Yeah, right, yeah.
that we're rolling in.
Paycheck just, yeah. Woo, doggies. I'm going to make this a little more juicy in here. Hopefully. Cooperate.
And he did that by adding butter to those people who may be listening at home.
Yeah,
and not watching.
To our audio-only listeners that no longer exist. It's funny, I do still occasionally get asked about that, and I'm like, I might start that again. The thing is, I feel bad because then the shows would all be out of order. Like, I probably wouldn't go back and put everything else back on there to catch us up. I would just start, and that'd be weird because I don't know, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
So are we looking for some translucency in that onion?
We're looking for a little bit of transparency in that onion, yes.
I prefer the term translucent.
Well, there is a difference, sir, technically. And I bet you Stephen will be happy to tell you all about it.
Okay, speaking of Stephen, I think we're going to get into some sort of fight here.
I love it. I hope we do, man.
All
I've got
so-
some boxing gloves over there. I really don't.
Miss Cobb.
But,
Okay, first of all, have your husband fight his battles for him.
no. It's okay
Okay.
for you to get teamed up on.
Okay. The modern Renfest concept was inspired by the harvest festivals / fairs, which was often the one big celebration. So there were other celebrations, but there was this one big celebration of the year. Not just the harvest, but the fact that the celebration hadn't died yet, or the celebrants hadn't died yet. Religious holidays and starts of the season also celebrated, but the Renfest thing, as we do it now, is based on harvest time. So, okay. Okay, so you're saying that they only did them, that these other things, they weren't considered festivals as well? So like
No,
Christmas
she's
festivals?
saying that what you know is the equivalent of today's Renaissance Festival is based only on the harvest festivals of yesteryear. See, I said all that in 2 seconds.
Okay.
I think I'm saying that right. Am I representing that right, Julia? Give me a, oh, hell yeah, in the comments if I did.
And,
Hang on. We got to keep it on brand. Well, I'm not a good Renaissance cusser, I guess. I don't know. I wanted
Hell
to use
ye.
the word die or the.
Hell ye.
Yeah, give us something Renaissance-y in the comments.
Forsooth.
Yeah.
And with a whizzy retort, I'm sorry, that moved on me. Chris Press said, that's what she said.
That is what she said.
It is. That's absolutely what she said. Again, Chris Press says, if you go back on-depth interviews or go back to the coffee chat, you can do audio only.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too, Christy. There's definitely times where I do
That's
miss.
Chris Press.
Sorry, Chris Press. By the way, I like your profile picture. Yes, there are definitely aspects of those kinds of more in-depth interviews and hangout sessions, stuff like that with people, where we really kind of peel the curtains back and get to know people. I really do enjoy that, and I do think that the audio format of that works great.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea.
Oh, hell yeah, Julia Cobb says. And then she says, huzzah, you say huzzah.
Oh, yeah.
Which
Huzzah.
Which is Old English for oh, hell yeah.
Thank you. See? I knew if anybody would know, it wouldn't be Josh.
Forsooth means in truth. Translucent would be correct, as you cannot see completely through. You just became my best friend there, Mr. Cobb. That's not transparent. Shh.
I see you.
Okay, so Mr. Cobb, I like you now. I
Right.
believe.
See, now, based on...
Yeah, because he's on my side with this. I will accept whatever he says about these festivals.
Right.
Not
Thank God,
question.
because I'm over it. Trust me. And when I say I'm over it, I don't mean over the conversation. I mean, I'm just going to believe the people that go to, 18 of them a year versus this guy.
All
This guy.
I am saying is that they weren't called Renaissance festivals back then.
Maybe not.
And that maybe, just maybe, maybe there was one that was called something else that wasn't around the harvest.
Could be.
Could be. Anything's possible.
You can do magic. We were 1,000% listening to Yacht Rock as we're setting things up today.
We were.
Speaking of setting things up today.
Let me go to a different camera since you moved over there. I was looking at the comments here. How about that one? You good?
Sure.
All right. Let me show them what you're doing close up.
Yeah, I'm just peeling some garlic.
And you can talk about that.
It's one of my least favorite things to do.
Yeah, garlic peeling's not fun.
It's finicky, and I don't like the stickiness.
Yeah.
But I want the taste. I want that real, not the. There's times where I have used the already minced up stuff in a jar.
It's just not the same, dude.
It is not the same.
It is not the same. Do you ever use like a little garlic press? You have those?
I'll be using one tonight.
Will you?
Yep. I've got a really nice one at home. That I had upgraded to. So the one I upgraded from is down here.
I've got a Pampered Chef one that I've had for 15 years.
Yeah.
And it works just as well. And supposedly, I don't do this, but supposedly you can leave it unpeeled and use it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Same.
Yeah,
I've never tested the theory. In fact, I suppose right now would be the time to do that. But
because you're feeding it to me, right?
Exactly. I say I had a garlic press. I just don't know where it went.
I can run home and get it.
Oh,
I can get mine.
yes, please do.
Run home. Okay. You like this static shot here? We can keep it here.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I set it in a drawer up here? See, yep, sure did. What I did is redid all of this. There's drawers and drawers underneath of these tables. And I redid it and then redid it. And now I'm all confused. Okay, so I've got a really nice one at home that like the thing flips all the way around and then pushes it out and cleans it all out all nice and pretty. The thing, you can get close on this one. This is since we're not sponsored, I'm throwing you under the bus, KitchenAid. This one's all right. It's got a good press in there, easy to clean. In fact, it's so easy to clean that little piece comes out.
Oh, wow.
And
mine doesn't. Well, that's about the only benefit because I see how that's made, and mine is like the top and the bottom are both like one solid piece.
Yeah, like this. Yeah. Yep. So it does make it nice for cleaning. However, as you're about to find out, I'll do one press of garlic, and it'll be like, oh, it's amazing. You lift it up, and it goes like this.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, ugh. So then you have to sit here and like hold this little tray in every time. But yeah. Okay, so now we're going to take this over here. And I'll show you. First one.
All right.
Let me clear a little room here.
Can you bring it down towards the pan a little bit?
Yeah, actually, hold tight 1 second.
No, right now. Oh, you're going to put some more butter in there?
Just a tad. I turned my heat down because I didn't want it to get away while I was doing all that. See, you live and you learn, folks.
You don't want brown butter.
I do not like.
You're
I
not
hate
a fan of brown butter.
brown
We've
butter
talked about this.
and browned garlic. I like as soon as you start smelling it, put some liquid in it or turn the heat off and get on to the next part, which is what we'll be doing.
All right.
Okay, is this low enough?
Yeah, right there.
I'll just do it right inside the pan. You ready for it?
Ready. Oh,
now, what did I tell you was going to happen? Exactly what it did.
Exactly what. Yep.
So
yeah.
again, because I'm all the way that I am.
Why are you like that?
I don't know. I ask myself this every day.
I'll have to bring in my my Pampered Chef one because it is the bomb.
Yeah, either that or I'll just start bringing the one I've got from home. But at the end of the day, it's just garlic. Not a big deal. If you don't have a garlic press, in fact, I'll show you on this last one. Actually, I'll show you on that last one in a little bit.
Those eggs are going to be garlicky, dude.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No? You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
What?
Turn off the heat.
Turn it off.
You done, son. Jared, that's raw garlic. You can't eat raw garlic. It's not raw. You got hot vegetables in there. Still cooking it.
Yeah. It's warming it through. Don't be so judgy, you out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Internet people.
Yeah. All right. We got some more information coming in hot about these festivals.
Okay.
All right. We got Julia Lacob saying the Germans would celebrate Malefest. That's probably butchering the pronunciation.
Right. Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which was the welcome to spring. Their fall celebration is more popular as Oktoberfest. And the anticipation of the arrival of October, Harvest Fest time.
All right, then.
Geez, who would have thought the controversy would be?
I don't know. Right. We're going to scrap the omelet theme, and we're just going with Renaissance conspiracies.
We've talked about a lot of hot button issues on some stuff.
Right.
But I think this is going to rate up there.
I think this is T-shirt worthy.
So, Steven, know your festivals.
That's right. Know your festivals, boy.
Yeah. Steven said, I've read that you shouldn't use garlic press at all.
Do
that
tell.
the flavor suffers. I've never used one.
You're not wrong.
I don't have an opinion on it.
Yes, you are not wrong.
Questions? Answers?
Hey,
Hey, while you explain this, I got to run to the restroom because
garlic.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
You good?
So garlic has
Talk to the camera.
oils. Which camera? There's
That
7
one.
of them out here.
You've got it.
Garlic has oils in it, and when you press and mush down with pressure, those oils go out. And a lot of that oil, in fact, I'll just come over here. Can you see it? I wish this thing would focus. There you go. It stays on the press. So that is why people say not to use a garlic press. That's why I use that much garlic. That's why I'm not worried about it being garlicky. The more you know. Great question, actually. Not a good question. That's a great question. You know what else is like that, Stephen? Basil. We'll be using some basil tonight. Very rarely will you see me chop basil with a knife, because I'll do it on purpose over here for a little bit and show you all that basil goodness. The stuff that excretes from the leaves, oil we'll call it, whatever, I'm not a scientist, ends up on your cutting board. The best thing to do with basil is use your fingers, chop it up, whatever, tear it up with your hands, and put it in your dish. So yeah, I am for a garlic press. I just use a little more garlic. And that's how I counter that. And that smells amazing. Give it one final zhuzh, and we'll leave it alone.
Okay, so why don't you use a garlic press? I missed all that.
Yep, you'll have to rewatch the episode for once.
I'm not going to do that.
All right. Now on to, well, you can't see.
Here, let me take that off for you. Oh, what's that? There we go. Yep, there. It jumps on me, dude.
Onto this pot. I don't want this to get too hot, and I already feel like it is. So, we're going to check. Is that accurate? Jesus. I mean, geez. We shall see. Yeah, that's entirely way too hot.
I heard you talking about basil. Are you a fan of dried basil? Like if you're like stewing something? Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know if you were like a purist and it has to be. Well, I'm thinking
If you can get fresh.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing fresh tonight. Okay, so now then let's talk eggs. Come back over here.
Okay, we will do that.
Garlic. Wait your turn. Okay, this is the big stuff. You ready? I'm going to try to make mini omelets. I don't know how well that'll work.
How many?
How many is there? We're going to try maybe 4 apiece.
4 apiece?
Yeah. You think that's too many or not enough?
That's a huge omelet. No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm like, I made 6 for 2 people.
Oh, you're talking mini omelets. I was thinking you're going to say 4 eggs in each one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that too much?
No.
Yes, it is, but I'm not saying any more.
No, I eat pretty much just protein, so I eat a minimum of 3 eggs when I cook it.
Well,
minimum.
I want to make sure that it's going to cover the bottom of that pan. That pan is just a little on the big side.
That is a huge pan.
Now, theoretically, you should crack these individually in a separate pot and then put them in together.
I got to find the right camera. Sorry, I was jumping around there.
Wow. Looks like Christy's got a comment down there.
Let's see. Wait a sec. Wait. Okay, so first of all, let's go say, sorry, it's on my mind. Okay. About this.
It was always on my mind. Hey, I could do some, whoever that old boy is, Willie Nelson, now that I'm all sinused up.
Yeah. So Chris Press says raw garlic is actually great for sinus issues, regulate blood sugar, and lower heartburn and indigestion.
Still stopped up.
Yeah. So I've heard that garlic it's also very good for vascular things. Vascular issues. Yeah. Ginger's that way too.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Very much so.
And let's see. Stephen Cobb says, don't say scientist like that. I'm feeling attacked. We're not trying to trigger you.
Scientist. Yes. Okay. Back to the egg talk.
Okay. Can I do this like last one?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So Liz says, add a little milk and stir lots to make it fluffier tasting.
Yes. So, When I make scrambled eggs, sometimes I will do milk or even half and half or heavy whipping cream because I'm not afraid of fat, though I should be. We're going to go in with a little salt.
Hey, look at that. I didn't change the camera. Now,
A little
the
pepper.
There you go. That's
Make
how
sure
I'm
you get
gonna-
it that way. A little pepper.
Little pepper?
And my secret ingredient. You ready for this? I've never bought one of these.
Okay.
These things are made and marketed for suckers like me. And I finally bought one just for tonight.
Yeah?
Liquid Death. Josh, are you familiar with...
I keep going
Are you
through-
familiar with how to work that video switcher?
What video switcher?
Right. Okay, so I'm going to move this garlic because it's
Okay.
just making me feel weird having a piece of garlic there. Liquid Death. Are you familiar with what it is?
Is it some sort of malt liquor?
No. That's exactly what it's marketed to look like, but it
Yeah.
is sparkling water. It is
Oh my gosh.
overpriced, well-marketed sparkling water. So,
Okay, so
a dash.
day
For sale.
whiz. There you go.
That's why I use that instead of milk. That carbonation is what you're looking for, and that's going to make them nice and fluffy.
Okay, is it unflavored?
Yeah.
Okay, because I would.
Another thing that I've used, you ready for this? Sprite.
Really?
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't
them
you
a-
want a
give
little
them-
lemon in there, a little zesty zest?
Yeah, eggs aren't really supposed to be sweet unless they're like French toast.
What?
Eggs really aren't supposed to be sweet unless they're French toast.
Listen, Linda.
Okay. Ah, stir it up.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. When an egg comes along, you must whip in. When your arm falls off, keep on whipping. Now whip it. Renaissance. Harvest Fest. Controversy.
Oktoberfest.
I feel like this is probably loud as all get out on this microphone.
It's not
Maybe
too
it's
bad.
not.
It's not blocking you out.
All right.
And everybody's heard what whisking sounds like before. I don't think it's going to scare anyone. All right, Mr. Cobb's back, and he says, I'm sure you mentioned it before, but forgot. How did you get into enjoying cooking? That's That's Chris Press.
Well, I appreciate that. That's a great question, Christy. So what's funny is I got to tell a whole story. I grew up with a mom and dad that were good cooks, but it wasn't like they were chefs or they weren't, whatever. I grew up like everybody else probably did, man. I ate Hamburger Helper and all the way up to steaks and whatever on a weekend or something. But point being, whenever I was 18 and moved out on my own, I had to call my mom like for every meal. How many pieces of spaghetti am I supposed to put in the spaghetti? Just every little question. And then it got to a point where I'm like, okay, well, I've been on my own for 3 years now. I can't keep calling mom. And so it was just having to figure things out. And I loved that journey of figuring things out. Keep in mind, this is before YouTube and stuff. So it was trial and error, trial and error. I had a job that allowed me to buy lots of ingredients, and I didn't have to worry about, pinching those purse strings so much. So I was able to try new recipes and things like that. And I don't know what it was. I'll be honest, a lot of it was Food Network at the time and really falling in love with some of the people on there. Paula Deen, Emeril Lagasse, a lot of that stuff from the early 2000s. And fast forward, some of those TV shows fall off, and I was just like, I got tired of doing it for whatever reason. It could be a lot of work. Fast forward, it's like this whole, is it better to go out and eat? Is it just as cost efficient to go out and eat, or is it more cost efficient to stay at home and cook? And I find that the argument can be made that it is more cost efficient to stay home and cook if you, first of all, use good ingredients and don't mess your food up. It's going to make you want to eat at home. Second of all, and the bigger thing is storage of your food. So making sure that what you use doesn't go to waste, and that costs money. So freezing foods and You could even make meals and freeze, soups and stews and all kinds of stuff. So I really just kind of refound within the last 6 months or a year my love for being in the kitchen. And a lot of that now, fast forward to today, we've got YouTube, right? So everybody you can go to 1,000 different cooking shows and watch somebody do things. But taking some of their techniques and stuff and using them in your own repertoire is what's inspired me to come back in the kitchen and do things. And I'm I like to make people feel good and seeing that, oh my gosh, this tastes great on somebody's face makes all the work worth it. So that's my long-winded answer. I didn't grow up with chefs in the family or anything like that. I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cook like everybody else that just has a passion for it and really tries to pay attention to the details. And then I explain that to you guys. So, and it sounds like you guys know what you're talking about anyway. But I know not everybody in the show, some people are scared to be in the kitchen. And that's a big thing for me too, is I want to try to be an educator and take some of those fears down and those barriers down so that you can get in there and start experimenting and cooking and doing things that make you feel good too. So there's my answer. Thank you, Mr. Missouri.
Deborah Klein is asking us, what are we making?
Deborah Klein, where in the wide world of sports have you been hiding, girl? Josh, I will let you tell her. I'm going to get this.
We are making omelets, 3 different kinds. We're making an Italian omelet, a BLT, our take on a BLT, with spinach instead of L.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Garden omelet.
Yeah, garden
maybe. I
omelet.
don't know.
Yeah, ham, cheese, and veggies.
Yeah.
Omelet. So yeah, that's what we are
I'm
making.
going to add another egg because I might have went a little heavy on the on
and
the
Liz
whatchamajigger.
Deck says that cooks.com have some great recipes as well.
Nice. Yeah, if you guys ever see a recipe and you're like, oh, that looks like it'd be good to try, but I don't want to buy the ingredients or I've never, send it to me, man. If it's something that I can do here on the show, I'm happy to do that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of new recipes and trying new things as long as you guys show some grace and aren't like, well, he messed up that omelet that one time, so I can't watch this guy anymore.
And
We're
Liz
human.
Deck says that's why I make blueberry bread and cherry breads to expand banana bread recipes.
Yeah. We've Josh and I just based on our Roadhouse blueberry muffin and lemon. We already have ideas for like 3 other muffin recipes that'll still be different enough that they're going to be worth trying on their own.
Yeah.
For you guys at home. So excited for that.
You're going to be a muffin-eating fool, dude.
Yeah, I felt like I was. Okay.
Chrissy says, FYI, I did the same thing for the same reason. My mom still loves it when I call her about recipes. I'm sure your mom did /
Yep.
would still
Oh, yeah.
enjoy these kinds of calls. The bonding makes the cooking fun for me.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Could not agree more.
You know, I started cooking at a very young age in elementary school. My mom taught me how to scramble eggs, and from then, it was something that I could do for myself. Mom didn't have to make me breakfast. I could get up, and I've always been an early riser. I'd wake up at 5 o'clock to watch the Lone Ranger, make me some breakfast, and then get ready for school. What?
The Lone Ranger?
I was a Lone Ranger fool, dude.
Oh
I loved
my
that
gosh.
show.
Well, that explains a lot.
What? What does it explain? That I've got good taste?
No, that you're old.
Dude, the Lone Ranger was on television 30, 40 years before I was even born.
Well, then what in the world?
I enjoyed Westerns. I enjoyed old movies. My folks would record like these old movies off the television, late night movie shows.
Yeah.
And I'd wake up in the morning and there'd be something in the VCR and I'd turn it on and it would be an old movie. So I love Cary Grant. I love Bing Crosby, all these old Hollywood actors from those times. Humphrey Bogart?
Interesting.
Yeah. It's all falling into place, isn't it?
But here's what's funny on that, Josh, is I jokingly make fun of you on that. I grew up with Nick at Night and TV Land, and I could tell you more about Green Acres and the Andy Griffith Show and all these shows that are well before my time.
Right.
Way more than I can what's on TV right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I grew up with as well, so I totally get it. All right. You see all these wonderfully fizzy eggs?
Mm-hmm.
They're going in. And this is the important part. The other thing I'm going to do, actually, I want to make sure I get all these seasonings in here. The other seasoning that I didn't get in, which is not a big deal, is some parsley. Now, this is the important part. We're going to keep this moving for this beginning section. While that's doing that, and I should have already had this, I should have a plate of some sort. Let's see if I've got a... There, here we go. Oh. So noisy.
Yeah.
I was afraid my pan was too hot. Now I'm afraid it's too cold. I'm cooking with Goldilocks tonight, everybody. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Does the sorry,
Say something again. Okay.
Something again.
Okay, I lost your audio for a second.
Christy says the combination. Oh, sorry.
Carbonation.
Oh, carbonation. Make the eggs brighter too. I've always used milk, but never tried carbonated.
I'm
stuff.
sorry, I'm on the wrong.
No,
one.
you're fine because you were doing her correction. That's all right.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm gonna say probably yes. We'll have to get with Mr. Cobb on the scientific reasons. But yes, I don't notice, to be honest, a big noticeable change of color either way. I just notice like that extra, like you'll see it whenever I finish this. It'll look aerated. You'll see little circles and stuff all over the outside of the omelet, and that's what that's from.
When I make omelets, I've never tried it. I'm going to try that trick, but my omelets are very fluffy because I really whisk them quickly and add a lot of, almost like I'm trying to make a meringue out of them.
Yeah.
Where they're nice, after you're done it, they're nice and bubbly on top.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. So
yeah, that's what I was trying to show.
Yeah.
That we had that.
Yep. So I've never thought of that. I'll try it next time. I'll get some carbonated water.
Yeah.
And
you could use Perrier. You can use whatever brand you want. Like I said, I've even used Sprite before, just because I'm not a big sparkling water guy, and I had Sprite, and I'm like, sure. Could I tell that it was Sprite? No. Could I tell that it was any sweeter? No. I could just tell that it was aerated. And then tonight, Liquid Death.
Okay, is that going to come together as an omelet? Because it is looking like scrambled eggs.
Nope, it is.
All right. I know I've seen it before. Let's see, and Liz Deck with another comment. My sister used to use soda to add to Jello instead of water to make sparkling Jello. I've done that before. It gives it a nice little mouthfeel. It's kind of a little acidic pop to it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take some of our vegetables. I'm going to sprinkle those dudes in there. Nothing fancy. And we're going to put in some ham, because why not? It's breakfast time, man.
Breakfast time somewhere.
Don't let the clock fool you.
We're having Brenner. We've decided.
Brenner.
For those of you who watch Scrubs, you know what that's all about.
Or for those of you who can just add 2 and 2 without having to watch Scrubs, you'll understand. Okay, so my heat is on super low. We don't want to cook a lot on the bottom of this. That's how they become brown. So, fingers crossed. This is not what I normally cook on at home, so I'm going to try the best that I can. So I'm awaiting any judgment you may have. In the meantime, while we're letting it do that, I'm going to go back over here and do some more eggs. Yeah, I was like, surely we have some more eggs. Oh, look, he got an eggshell in there.
A tip that makes that a lot easier
Yep. Go for it.
is to use the eggshell.
That's right. You know what else you could do? You could just get in there and get the damn thing out.
Well, if you don't want to just stick your fingers in everyone's eggs.
I have clean hands, sir. Besides, they'll still taste excellent.
Stop your yoking. Is this a yoke to you?
Do I look like a yolk?
Do you find it's better to add it before you start whisking or after?
Make sure it's in there. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't say that I've tried one way or the other.
Okay. I thought that you'd added it after you'd whisked it last time. I may be wrong.
No, I did it before.
Okay.
Yep. If you forget it while you're mixing.
Yeah, I like misking.
You could also just go over your pan and go with it. It's not a big deal. For all the health inspector police, I've got a tub over here with some hot water, some soap, and a capful, actually about half a capful of bleach. And that sanitizes things. Okay. Just saying.
It depends.
Oh, do tell,
Yeah.
Mr. Joshua Cobb.
Above a certain point of temperature of the water, sanitation with the bleach has no effect.
Right. Okay, so in with the salt.
In with the salt.
What's next, Josh?
Pepper.
Pepper. And then we mix.
Are you gonna put that parsley in with that? Mix it with parsley?
Yeah, sure.
Because you
Yeah,
just mentioned last time. There you go. That's a lot of parsley.
Italian. Mm-hmm. Getting there. Let me just check the bottom here because I don't want to.
How's it cooking? Is it
It's cooking well.
okay?
I just wish this. Will this fit? Of course not. Do I not have a lid?
You want some aluminum foil?
Oh, wait. Nope, that lid's smaller. Nope, I don't want a lid. I'll just do this. Sorry for your ears out there.
That will work-ish.
Good enough. Not rocket science. Okay. By the way, why do I do this and not in a bowl?
Why, Jared?
So it doesn't splash up and out and over and on and everywhere that it's not supposed to be. And it's really easy to pour out of. I keep looking all over trying to find our camera because I took those little thingies off of the front of them. So it's just
Right.
like black on black on black.
You're beating those eggs mercilessly.
Beat it! Michael would be proud. All right. Getting there. Pretty close. Pretty close. The other thing on beating these here at the studio versus at home, my counter at home is like a normal size. This is like all up here. So I'm feeling it, brother. Ooh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I could break out the blender if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Pretty close, pretty close. The other thing I didn't add on this that I should have, How about
Chess.
some cheese? Got some sharp cheddar.
How about some Gruyere? Did you bring Gruyere?
Oh, yeah, sure did. That's what that was right there. Gruyere. Okay, so we got the eggs going over here, getting ready for the next. The next thing on the agenda is what are we eating with these omelets? Well, let me tell you. We're eating cast iron, baby. I'm going to heat this up because this is what I cooked some bacon in earlier. And speaking of bacon, passes the test. We're going to do a side of fried potatoes and onions in this pan. That, my friends, is why we did some julienne onion. Because it's going to be tasty. Very tasty. So I want to make sure that I'm not distracting myself with my extreme ADD. That looks great. Okay. Now then, here comes the trickiest part. Sometimes people might say the most intimidating part of making an omelet. It doesn't have to be that big of a deal. I'm going to try to do it the way of the camera so you guys can see. Just one fork. First of all, the reason I chose a non-stick pan was so that it would make this easier, and sure enough, the bottom cooked more than I like it to, but we're just going to go with it. Take your time. It's going to get there. So, go until you can't go anymore. This is way darker than I would ever tell you to cook an omelet, but this thing. And then we're just going to go flop. Way dark. But not the end of the world. Take some butter, man. Get it all nice and shiny and pretty.
Hey, why don't you move that to the other table so we can get a good close-up on it?
Because I'm trying to hide how dark it is.
Look at that. Oh, it says all. I mean, yeah, it is dark, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
It's like an egg burrito.
It is. Big egg burrito. Then you come up here with a little. Ooh, presentation. Omelette. There you go. Yeah. Dark omelet. All right, so that's obviously a bit much for one or two people. Not a big deal. I'll show you how to serve this. In a perfect world, I would have the right spatula, but I don't, so we're going with it. No, we'll just do this. Okay. I don't know how many times I've wiped that table down, or this table, cutting board down, but that's the way I roll. All right.
Hey, nice cross section.
Josh loves a cross section.
I do. I love a good
Put it on a
cross-section.
t-shirt. Josh loves a cross section. Josh, you got your lapel on?
Not yet.
We'll go ahead and put it on and come on
All
over.
right. Are we gonna do all 3 of these tonight, or are we just gonna?
I don't know. Might as well. I don't know.
I'm just time's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Come on over.
1 second.
Chatty Cathy.
Hung up.
There we go. I changed the camera for you.
All right. Cool. What we got here?
I don't know.
No Gruyere?
A little dark? Sure. Tastes good? Yes.
Mm.
Does it taste
Really
like
good.
sparkling water to you?
It doesn't.
Think so. Didn't think so.
But that garlic really does give a nice hit too.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Is the salt? May
Yeah.
I put a little salt?
oh
on
yeah,
it?
yeah.
I'm
I'm not a big salt guy, so
I am.
let me see if I can do this through the curtain without dropping my egg.
Wait.
Oh, can you see how fluffy this freaking egg is?
Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
I think that's ready.
Yeah, see how low I have this? I don't
Yeah.
understand. It's like this knob doesn't work right all of a sudden or something. So what I will do is switch over to that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's delicious, man.
I'm gonna take this back there.
Go for it.
That way I can run the camera.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to turn your pack off.
Oh God.
All right, yum, delicious. Next, we'll go right here. Yeah, so I'm going to rearrange this because that is out of control, yo. So is that. All right. Potatoes.
Potato.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Let me grab my other. All right. Potatoes. In water. Not yet. Do you need a strainer? No. That's just what I had them in. But what you do need is a bowl of water. Because you don't want them to oxidize once we start cutting them. Which is what we're going to do. So let me move this guy up there. Sure. What happens when you give Jared shelves? He fills them right up. Okay. So I'll set this here. We've got... Okay, I told you I like to educate people. This is, we'll take this as an education lesson. Josh,
Yes.
do you know anything about these potatoes that I'm using?
They are small
They are. Do you
They're
know
small
why they're
potatoes.
small?
because they get picked before they get too big.
Wrong. A lot of people don't realize this, but There we go. These potatoes are small because these are male potatoes, not female. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
These are males because they're growers, not showers.
It's
If you fell for that.
really not about the size, buddy.
So what we're doing is cutting these in half. Woo, big stuff. Again, a lot of that is just because we want them to cook evenly.
Now, are there male and female potatoes?
Good Lord, no.
There are eggplants.
I mean, if they are, I don't know.
Eggplants. There are male and female eggplants.
There are male and female bell peppers, too.
Yep.
The difference is 3 and 4 stems. Not stems, the bottoms, yeah. How about those comments? Anything new coming in? Are we that riveting right now that people are just watching in awe?
I think so. Wait.
Surely not. Our people are talkers, man.
Well, let's see. Oh, you know what? We have been getting some comments.
Well, do tell.
Let's see. We had plates make good lids too.
Yes.
By
My plates are all small plates, though. Here.
yeah. Liz Deck said they are the best in air fryers, especially red potatoes.
Yes, for sure. I'm going to use my cast iron pan for these tonight. This fancy little oven I have back here is a conventional oven, a convection oven, and an air fryer. I have not got to use the air fryer thing yet, but coming up soon.
So Robin says, sorry, got to go because I was paying attention to you and it laughing at you, paying attention to the show and laughing at us, and she messed up her creme brulees. So I guess she's got to start all over again. I get to blame you for that.
Right. I think
Have
that's
a good night.
I think
See
that's
you
what
later.
they call karma. I'm kidding. But just
So,
saying.
Steven, what's he say? Sometimes when the burners or the bottom of the pan gets dirty, it interferes with the sensor on the electric coils.
Maybe, but I'm not convinced that a non-stick pan that clean would have done that. I think something's wrong with my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a grower, not a shower.
No, that's the potatoes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to show you. I don't think this is hot. Yeah, it's not.
What you going to show me?
I'm going to take some of these potatoes and I'm going to give them a quick dry. In a second.
What you doing over on camera 2?
Well, just getting some preparations going.
Okay.
All right, so got our potatoes. Probably won't use all these tonight just because, we've already been here long enough.
Yeah. And how?
This is like when you get your DJ moves going. Can't see anything over that comment.
1 second. I'll take that off. There you go.
Wicka, 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 wicka. Okay. They're dry. Ish. Rather, they're dry enough. Okay. Add this to our collection.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got cast iron skillet that has a little bit of bacon grease, and you can see the little remnants of what we did with the bacon. Keep that in there.
That would be called fond.
That is called fond. I've also heard it called gramines, which I think is a French term, ? I don't know.
Could be.
I'll speak Missourian. Okay, so I do not want to put butter in this. I'm going to put oil because This is going to be at a little bit of a higher temperature. 250 degrees. Regular butter that has not been clarified will separate the fats from the good stuff. And those fats will burn, and I don't like brown butter. So just a little bit. I've also, if I really get desperate, I've got more of that bacon grease there, but I'm not too worried about it. So, So, I said I don't like salt, but you know what does?
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
They say that if you have a sauce that's too salty, toss a piece of potato in there.
Yeah, there you go.
It absorbs salt.
Tis
Quite
what
readily.
they say. I think I am going to add just a touch of this goodness. Wonderful.
That was more than a touch. That was a grope.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to do its thing. Big stuff. Somewhere around here, we've got eggs. And we're going to continue on our egg journey. It's all fast from here. So, as long as you have a pan that's on a heat source. All right. So, Josh, which,
Yeah.
put some onion in here.
Yeah, I was wondering, but I wasn't going to question you. You're the chef.
Actually, I'm going to
hold off
for
on?
1 second.
Okay.
Which of the other two do you want to go next?
Let's do that BLT, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
The BLT-ish thing.
Yeah, the other one was what? What's the other one? The Italian omelet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Italian. So
Yeah,
what I'm going to do
BLT.
is get a thing, big words, and I'm going to save some of this
Okay.
wonderful mixture. Now, remember earlier when I was saying stuff about make sure that when you're cooking at home, you make good use of your ingredients and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I
You could
remember that.
Totally put this in the refrigerator, use it the next day on some other delicious meal. You could put it in the freezer if you needed to. Well, maybe not this, but the rest of your onion that you haven't used. That kind of thing. Make good choices with your ingredients. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, next. All
That's
right.
always trying to say, people.
That's all I'm trying to say.
All right, we got a comment from Julia Drake. Orlay, sorry. Steven and I speak Missourian too.
Speak what? What?
Missourian.
Oh, perfect.
So much so that 4 different strangers in Scotland asked us where our accents were from. The tables had turned.
Oh, you said the BLT one, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I said, but you
Yeah,
can do whatever you
no.
want to.
Yep, I just started grabbing the wrong
hey,
ingredients. BLT-ish.
Are you going to wither that a little bit?
Wither.
Wither the spinach?
Wilt?
Wilt, wither.
Yes, it will wilt.
Gosh, that's such a stickler.
Am I going to do it in advance? Is that what you're asking?
I was just asking. I didn't know if
Yeah,
you were going
no, I'm not.
Okay.
Just like the
gonna
cheese that melted on top of our omelet when the heat was turned off, it'll do that because
Well,
the
that
heat
was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Were you going to do it in the pan, or were you just going to let the heat from
in the
omelet
pan.
take care of it?
But I am, so this is our omelet pan over here. I'm going to get these tomatoes cooked a little bit. Our bacon is plenty cooked. Our bacon is perfect. So we got the T. We got the L, a.k.a. the S. Spinach. Baby spinach at that. Come on, heat. Give it to me. Any other time. That thing literally got to 400 and something degrees earlier.
Really?
Yeah. And now we're sitting at 84.
What you bake a pizza at, not an omelet.
Right, yeah. Wonder why I got brown. Okay. Can't win for losing on this. Keeping it clean. All right. So, potatoes. Where's, here, we'll use this. Come on, heat. Potatoes.
Potato.
Phenomena. You're welcome. That'll be in everybody's head the rest of the night. What had happened here? I could see that it's cut, but it's still sticking together.
It wants to live.
It shall die. See, now it's cut. What are you doing to me? Sizzled to death. Okay, so I'm going to let these, again, it's all about sizes, right? Size matters in the kitchen. Only in the kitchen. This is going to cook a lot faster than those potatoes. So I don't want black pieces of onion in my potatoes. I want them nice and brown and caramelized. So I'm going to let these get a little bit more tender before I add my onions. That's why I didn't add onions first. Okay, let's see where we're at with this. Yeah, plenty. Okay, so a little olive oil. Some tomatoes.
Are those whole, or did you cut
What?
those up? Are those whole, or did you cut them up?
I cut them up. So these are, oh yeah, that's what these are sitting in here for.
To show a couple of cut up?
Yeah, show you me cutting them up. Now it'll be nice and hot. Okay. Here's how I did these. I did a long ways and a short ways. Oh God, I just gutted it. A long ways. Hold still. And a short ways. You know what? I got some. I'm going to use some.
Little onion in that?
Little onion.
No garlic in that?
We'll get there.
Okay.
That's what this guy's all about.
Okay.
So, like I said earlier, you don't have a whatchamajigger? Big words, I know. Garlic press. You can just come in here. And go to town. Notice that I use the bevel of the knife. I just keep bringing it up. Easy for me to do. Keep bringing it up as high as I can get it with the tip right there, and then back down. So I'm not coming up and down all the time. I'm giving what I'm cutting the motion that it needs. That's that. Now then, we're cooking with some proper temperature, hopefully. Yeah. That's what I need, Josh. I need a hype man.
Yeah, boy. Julia says she likes the sound of the sizzle.
Ooh, is there a little ASMR action going on?
I guess so.
Good.
Oh, those people are freaks.
What's that?
Said those people are freaks.
Yes. I do tend to kind of agree on that.
You can Lizdeck says you can microwave potatoes for a couple of minutes, then fry to make faster.
Yes. Good piece of advice there, Liz. You're exactly right. You could, but we're not. This microwave here is only for looks, see? Just kidding. Okay. I shouldn't have started right then because I disrupted it, but just to show you, if you could see, here you go. Sorry, Josh. Making your job hard. Focus camera. See all them bubbles? Fluffiness. You can see it looks like beer. That's what I'm talking about, yo. That's how we do this. Okay. Cook with your nose first, always. I smell potatoes. What's that mean? I don't know.
Cooking potatoes.
Smells like I'm cooking potatoes is what it means. I definitely cut up more onion than I needed, so I don't want to get dump happy. But yes, I'm being that anal. Shut. Okay, good enough. It smells so good. Okay. I'm going to call this good. I'm going to put this in this guy. Heat's off, I hope. The knob says it is. There's the T. There's the B. Here's the S. Now then, let's start this mess. See, I can rhyme. All right. See where we're at with this. I can work with that. Butter. We want some butter up in here. Up in here. Come on, Pan, don't fail me now. I almost pointed with that, but I forgot I bought a fancy thing even just to freaking point to stuff. Can you zoom in on that? There we go. See the color on that? That's called a Maillard reaction. That is a browning of protein. That's what you want. This is flavor whenever they get like that. So that's why what I do, you see me like zhuzh the pan and then leave it. What that's going to do is create the bottom of that to cook. This guy didn't split either. And get that crispiness, that color on the bottom. That's what we want, right? We want crispy potatoes, not soggy potatoes. We'll go with it. Somewhere I had another one of those spatulas. All right, burner, do me good. Don't throw me under the bus. I mean, even sitting here in the pan, you could see the bubbles, the fizz, the yum, the light. Look at that. It's perfect. Perfect. Keep stirring, keep stirring. Just wait. My pan wasn't quite hot enough. Not a big deal. Keep it moving. Josh, any new comments?
Let's see here. Like the sound of sizzle. Here we go. You can. Well, we got that. Yep, there we go. And now don't start crying again.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Stephen Cobb.
Once was enough. Once was too much.
Bring it right there, right there.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Our onions are getting nice and... I was this close to catching that. Nice and caramelized. Yes. Not so much translucent, no. Not yet, anyway. Boy, when I make a mess, I do it good. I went over here and did cartwheels. All right. Not a big deal. It's funny. It's like my new catchphrase here in the kitchen is not a big deal. Because it's not. It's just food. It's just cooking 101. Now we're getting there.
Yeah.
Shit. Did you know I was a magician also?
Uh-huh. Made that potato disappear.
Sure did. Sucks, dude. That was a good one. I was really looking forward to that potato. Put that on a t-shirt.
I was looking forward to that potato.
I was really looking forward to that potato. Come on, omelet. Any day now. New comment. I saw it. I don't know what it says.
It says...
Are you multitasking back there or something?
I'm just watching. Rip potatoes. Rip potatoes.
Yeah, for real. It was so pretty. So I don't want to start crying again, Steven.
I probably thought about the journey it was going to have to make and decided
We'll have to start our
life
own
on the floor.
we'll have to start our own festival in honor of it.
Yeah. The Fallen Potato Festival.
There you go. See, yeah.
And it celebrates the harvest of sweeping up the floor. Harvesting
Right.
everything that falls
Yes.
on the ground. Yeah.
Looks like we got a YouTube comment.
Do we have a YouTube comment? For Christopher Seek.
Happy weekend, all.
That was weird, dude. Did you hear that?
I did.
It sounded strange in my ears. Just got out of practice.
Nice. What were you practicing? Kidding. I know. it was
Medicine. He's a
music. I
doctor.
know. What, Josh?
Medicine. He's a doctor.
Medicine. Yeah.
Got a bunch of new songs we're working on for Archie's next month.
Awesome. Very cool.
And Julia Lake Cobb said, I would totally attend a potato festival in costume.
Right. Same. Big same.
Look at those potatoes.
They look so good.
Yeah.
The floor's all sticky now.
Yeah.
There it is, I think. No, I don't know. No, that's my fork. Right? You took your fork with you.
Yes, I got
Yeah,
mine back
okay.
here.
I already lost my favorite potato. Died a sickly death. Don't try this at home, kids. It hurts.
Good?
Hot, good, well seasoned. Here's what I'm going to do. And I do this at the end because, just like the onions, I keep looking at that camera. It's this one.
Right.
You don't want black bits in there that you didn't put on purpose. So we want to see some freshness, some green. We're putting in some parsley at the end. Not like it has to cook.
And Liz Dex has a comment. She says, I have a fajita wrap. I think you would like to make... Oh, I think I have a fajita wrap I think you would like to make. We'll send in on Messenger.
Yeah, please do. That goes for everybody. If you guys are like, oh my gosh, my fill in the blank, you've got to try it. It's great. Well, let me know. What did I do with my plate? Here it is.
I don't know.
I'll do a new plate. Yay, dishes. All right, let's come back over on this side, Josh.
Okay, let's do that. We're over there.
$6,047th time tonight. I can't stand having a mess. Now, look at these potatoes. Whoop, there it is. You know what else?
What?
Don't tell anybody. We're not going to use all this on the omelet. How about a little bacon? Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? Look at those. Tell me those look amazing.
They do look tasty.
They do. We'll eat those in a second. Oh, omelet, Jared.
Yeah, might want to.
See, that? Well, no, it worked out perfect because my
Did it
heat
work
is so freaking low on this one. Again, cooking with Goldilocks. But you don't want to let it get away from you. Speaking of get away from you, I'm going to let this get away from me. I'm pretty sure I have a trivet thingy here somewhere. Don't know. All right. The other thing, cast iron. I'm going to get some of this stuff out of here. The best time to clean cast iron is when it's still warm. As far as all the fond coming pot pan. If I was doing this at home, I sure wouldn't do this into the directly into the trash can. But you know, gotta do what you gotta do in the studio.
I thought someone was knocking.
Can't you hear me knocking? All right, so yeah, potatoes are good. We're good. We're almost there. So what Josh was saying earlier is, hey, we are making omelets, not scrambled eggs, right? When he gets to that point where you're like, is it getting away from me? Is it getting too much? That's when you leave it alone and stop mixing, because you want to make sure that the biggest difference in that is making sure that the bottom of the pan is covered, because when you go to roll that, you don't want holes in the roll. See what I'm saying? But you're doing the same. Like if I was making scrambled eggs, I would just keep doing this until it was all cooked. That's the only difference. That's why I say don't let an omelet intimidate you. I mean, that's what I always say. I say it all the time.
You said it to me just the other night.
I did.
Yeah.
Don't let that
And I
omelet
said,
intimidate
what
you.
does that mean? Why do you say these weird non sequiturs?
Right? I mean, I'm sure I'm cooking with heat. I see steam. Maybe these are some biogenetically modified, big words, eggs that we're cooking with, and they are heat resistant or something.
Could be. Maybe that's why we have so many few eggs right now. Why they're so expensive is because heat resistance has become a thing.
Right. There's a whole conspiracy out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we're pretty much at that point. So you see in my pan, see that big C? That's how you know it's starting to coagulate, come together, and all that. So we're going to get it nice and even and leave it alone. Now we're going to start adding in some fun ingredients for this BLT-ish thing. Now, and you could sit here and chop this, or you could not. My hair is all crazy all of a sudden. I'm going to do the same thing I would do if this was basil, and just kind of rough. It's going to get... I'm trying to remember the word you improperly used earlier, but it's going to wilt.
Yes. Wither.
Yeah. And I knew what you meant. I'm not making fun. I'm just making fun. Okay, so there's our tea. Come here, guy.
Oh, a little known fact about Stephen Cobb is that's how he introduces himself. Hi, don't be intimidated by my omelets. I just thought he knew my reoccurring nightmare.
Exactly. All right, we got the tea, the whatever. We're making the BLT, Jared.
Yes.
Get some B in there. That's bacon. Don't be shy.
That's pretty.
Right?
Yeah.
Calling it. Right there. Leave it alone. I did it again. No, you know what? I'm going to step up.
Yeah. Gruyere.
No, Parmesan.
Ah. I thought that would be for the Italian one.
It will be.
Okay.
Wonderful, delicious, delectable, yummy. While that's cooking,
Yeah.
we'll now start the Italian.
Oh.
trying to figure out. There we go.
That ham?
This is pancetta.
Pancetta. Okay. So it's pork.
I mean, so is ham.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's pork. It's ham's cousin. They see each
Italian,
other at the family
it's his
reunion.
Italian cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna, just because I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess, I'm gonna try this pan one more time. Cover this up, Jared. If you're at home, don't use that. Use a lid for your pot. Doing the best we can here.
I thought you were going over going over.
Doing the best we can here. I just like to do this to mess with Josh.
I know.
Okay. It's an exact science, so make sure you measure carefully. Make sure you put the proper amount of pancetta in your pan. Chetta. I saw the thing move. We must have got another comment.
Yeah. Stephen Cobb. Again. And it's ham's pretentious cousin.
Exactly, spot on. That looks delicious. Come on, baby. All right, and just like before, oh, I forgot. I cartwheel rolled my thing. Thankfully, I've got a smaller, less pretentious cousin. So, in with the eggs again.
I'm hearing that pretentious ham.
Yeah. Finally. That's what I wanted to hear when I put it in the pan. Oh, it smells so good. Here's my egg beater. And last little bit of some liquid death. Now, this is the part I've been waiting on all night. Josh, do you want to try some of this?
Sure. What? The liquid death?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I don't have a cup thing back here, I don't think. You have something back there?
Find something.
That'll work. Tell me when.
That's good.
Overpriced water. Literally just,
water.
it tastes like tap water that's been carbonated.
Yeah. There's a little sodium in it.
Yeah. Some sodium in there too. Yeah. In with the salt. In with the pepper. Doing big things over here, y'all. It's go. Turn this down a little bit. Because I could already tell. I'm going to retire this burner after tonight.
It's getting really
And
hot.
there's your proof that it is not evenly, like this side over here is red, the other side is not. But it's all right. That's also all right. That is hot.
Time to roll an omelet.
How to roll an omelet. Let me clean this off real quick. Just doing dishes live on Facebook.
Where'd you go, Jared?
Must have disappeared.
There you are.
Here I am. My hands are all wet. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I just washed. Okay. Same thing, different side. Move that, move this. Bring this right here. Swing that around so I don't hit it. And here we go. I'm trying to do this where you can see, but I'm not having luck doing it sideways. So. Oh. Be more patient about it than I am. This is not rolling right. So, we're going to make it roll. Take your time, Jared. Don't tell people to take your time. Show them. Get off of there. Ignore those parts. Okay. That is our BLT, yeah? Yeah, okay, so about, I mean, it goes with everything. Some parsley, and we're going to do this with the Italian too, but why not? All right, come on over, Josh. Get it while it's hot. Then our last one should be finished up in just a little bit. Feel free to bring your plate back too.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay, so we've got this, this, and this. I'm going to get rid of this. I like starting with a cleanish pan, at least.
I feel like I'm at Golden Corral coming back up to the buffet.
Hopefully this is a bit more upscale than Golden Corral.
I don't know. Have you been to Golden Corral lately?
No.
Yeah, it's the same.
All right. Here's my thing.
There's your other thing. We doing potatoes on this one?
We are.
All right. Good. That's good.
Yeah, potatoes.
There we go.
I mean, that's pretty good. But is it pretty good? I'm going to start with potatoes.
Good. Yeah, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Got a nice close-up of us shoving food in our mouths.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moment of BLT truth.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that tastes like a BLT.
Really good.
I taste a difference. Big time in both of those. Not one better than the other. They taste different. So you might say omelet's an omelet, right? So far, that's my favorite.
The BLT?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I do not eat BLT sandwiches because I don't like tomato that much. And I'm not a lettuce eater, usually, especially iceberg lettuce. So I don't eat BLTs.
Is it tomato in all its forms, cooked and uncooked?
I like it cooked.
That's probably the reason you like this.
Because I cooked them. Yeah. And those eggs are good.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. I'll get out your way.
Man, that was good stuff.
Hi, guys.
Piece of bacon. Delicious. Okay. On the heat. Paper towels, Jared. They're sitting over here.
Liz Deck said she sent it. Enjoy the
Oh, nice.
The fajita wrap.
Stick around. We'll make that next.
Looking good, says Liz Deck. Well, thank you. We work hard. We take care of ourselves.
I don't. That's why.
And then Julia Lay, Gob. Wish I could be there to taste it. There's not enough for all of us.
Oh, there could be.
Or it could be. I think it would be this one even better.
I think I would like this one
Oh,
even better than the first one. I really do. And I was not this way as a kid, a veggie eater, but as an adult, I love it. But still, I do prefer that BLT one so far. Good.
And Steven says, singing our song I hear.
Sure enough, I sang a little Night Train last night with the Dirty Saints. They were like, how about some na 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 na, love and touch and squeeze? And I'm like, how about some Guns N' Roses? By golly. That's what we did. Speaking of what we did, took the pancetta out of the pan, put it onto some paper towel, let it drain. Done deal. That's the main part of our Italian. Here we go.
Liz says, I don't like tomatoes much either, or lettuce on sandwiches at all. But the Amish tomatoes at farmers markets are amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll eat Boston lettuce or romaine, but there's so much water content and it doesn't really do a lot. So here's what's funny, people. I'll let you know how psychotic I am. When I go to Taco Bell, yes, I don't always eat like this. Sometimes I eat like normal people. And I order something. I don't ever order anything with lettuce on it, but I can taste a single piece of lettuce, no bigger than what you see on the end of my finger, on a quesadilla, in a burrito or whatever, and it's like, ugh. It's all I taste in there. Hate it. All right, all right. Where'd my butter go? Butter! Something else I thought of that I do usually do but didn't do here because I didn't have refrigerated butter was you could put up little bitty pieces of refrigerated butter inside of your mix here and then put it in there. Oh, so good. But we ain't about all that today. Okay, I already salt and peppered all this. Yeah, there it is. I was like, I just didn't see it. Okay. Got that. Wonderful. Into the dirty dishes. And set this here, get this over there. Making progress. Here we go. I don't trust myself on that one for some reason. Here's why. Bam, and stuff. All right. This one's going to be really pretty simple. Come on, guy. Come. Okay, so don't worry about that yet. Stir your eggs, Jared. Sometimes I got to remind myself. I get too excited, get too ahead of myself. Josh, are you a big basil guy?
Yeah.
How about cilantro? Are you a cilantro guy?
Yeah, I like cilantro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are both fairly potent herbs, and they can be very divisive herbs.
Yeah, especially cilantro.
Especially cilantro. I know there's like a chemical reaction with some people that it tastes like soap.
Yep.
I think
My
I'm
mom's
that way
that way.
when
She
too
hates
much
it.
of it is used.
Uh-huh.
But when it's used in proper proportions, it's amazing.
I've never had that reaction, but my mom hates cilantro just for that very reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liz Deck has got one.
Oh, okay.
Yep, lettuce belongs only in salads.
Agreed. Exactly. And with a proper amount of salad dressing on it. Yeah, I feel like we're right at the right temperature on this one. Got a good feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Getting close. That's what she said. What?
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
That's a callback from earlier.
Mm-hmm. Dude, these potatoes are insane. I'm very much a meat and potatoes kind of guy. Can't you tell? Cold coffee.
Yeah.
I'd rather have cold coffee than lettuce. All right, here we go.
All right.
This is our last stir. See?
Sorry. Right there.
See? Oh, you got there just in the nick of time. To see the sea. All right. Basil. With our hands, fingers, whatever. And I'll take a piece and show you on the cutting board here in a second. And you can see on my fingers, which I should have shown you, the how dry my hands were before touching this. Turn off heat. I absolutely love the freshness of basil. It's just got that really bright, fresh smell. Okay. Sorry, Josh. I keep moving all over for you. This is already going to give me the EBGBs, but I'm going to do it anyway. Paper towel right in front of you, Jared. I want to show you. I'll show you on this side of the cutting board if you could see the wet spot, so I'm going to work over here. Nice and dry, right? Dry leaf. Everything's dry. What I'm doing here is called, do you know, Josh?
I used to.
It's called a chiffonade.
Chiffonade. Yep, that's right.
Now then, can you see this? I know it doesn't look like a lot. That was one leaf in one spot, but you could see all that oil from that basil leaf on the cutting board and not in your food. What am I doing? No, go ahead and put it in there. It'll be all right. All right, Pancetta, where are you at, my friend? Take some of these tomatoes a little bit. I'm going to do something and prove to you that I do this, that it doesn't scare me. Told you I don't. I'm not afraid to use it. Garlic powder, not salt. Last minute addition, just because I feel like I've talked about it and I want to show you that I don't dog on it. It's has a purpose and a time and a place. So does Parmesan cheese, and the time is right now. Don't be shy.
Lid?
Huh?
Gonna do a lid?
No, actually on this one, it looks like it's actually doing better than the others, so I'm just gonna let it go. Because that's actually how I would cook it at home. I don't usually lid it. Pancetta. So good. Okay, I might lid it.
You caved.
I caved. Want to get fancy? Sure.
Here's your one chance.
Don't let me down. I told you there's times where I'll take shortcuts. Pesto sauce? Can I make it from scratch? Of course. Am I going to tonight? Absolutely not. Josh, do you know what all is in pesto sauce?
I do.
Why don't you tell the fine folks?
Well,
show off a little bit.
There is basil. There is pine nuts. There is olive oil and Parmesan. And some, salt, pepper, taste.
And usually a little bit of garlic.
Yeah. But that goes without saying.
Yes. Moment of truth. Beautiful. Fancy. $10 a plate.
And Stephen Cobb says, iceberg lettuce is just crunchy water.
It is. I hate it.
It's only added for texture and moisture. It adds nothing to the flavor palette.
Could not agree more, sir.
Yes, it is a vehicle for other flavors.
It's a thief of other flavors, in my opinion.
You think so? It
Mhm.
waters down.
I really do. I think it distracts from everything. It's an overpowering ick to me. But what is not an overpowering ick to me are these damn potatoes. They're just pretty good. Josh, what you got coming up, man?
We've got some gigs at the end of April. We're working on getting a new guitarist in shape for the gigs. So that's where we're at.
Nice.
We've added Trish K to the band.
Oh, cool. So
And-
it is official then.
Yeah, pretty much. If she's not playing with any of the other bands that she's with, she'll be with us for gigging.
Nice. Very good.
And maybe some more additions here in the future. Nothing that we're ready to announce or
Yeah.
anything. So
Kind of where I'm at with my stuff.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of big announcements actually.
yeah,
People are like, are you still in a band? Do you still play music? Are you still in that May Death Died maybe something Skeletor thing? Yes. We've got a big announcement coming up. We've got two big announcements coming up, one of which is scheduled to be announced tomorrow.
Oh, really? Finally?
Finally. Not that one,
Okay.
but the other one. Everybody last night when I was singing with the Dirty Saints was like, hey, when's Metal Militia going to play again? Okay. So we had our rhythm guitar player was like, hey, life and stuff, too busy, can't. Cool, no problem. So we've been looking for another guitar player, and I don't want to jinx it, but Tuesday we have our first practice with this person, and I'm here to tell you that will make this one of the... It's just going to be the talk of the town. I don't know how else to say that without sounding egotistical. I'm not trying to sound egotistical. I'm saying this will be a big damn deal. So hopefully it all works out. And if it does, holy cow, you're going to love it. That's all I could say. Sorry, I hate doing that to people. But I really can't say, and I don't want to jinx a good thing and mess it up. But wow, it's going to be good.
Look at that.
Speaking of going to be good. Man, this heat is ridiculous over here.
Is it not cooking like it should?
Yeah, not at all. Should have done something in the oven tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's something else that has been in the works big time that we will hopefully next week be making a big announcement on. That's the reason that this is... You're like, man, you haven't had guests on consistently in a while. I know. Man, you haven't returned my text, and I know. I have been going nonstop for the last, 2-3 months, and especially these last couple of weeks have been insanely busy for me. I say that to say that I feel like we're just about at the place where I could show my cards and go, and this is why. Once that happens and the ball gets rolling on that, then we can come back in, business as usual, things back on track. But right now, I am being pulled and tugged in all kinds of directions.
You're being what? Pulled and what?
Pulled and tugged. You're welcome. Put that on a shirt. There's going to be some exciting stuff. I am super, super excited. I'll say this, to try not to string you along. I think if everything works out, I'm about to become musically as happy as I've been since 2015.
Ooh.
I'm not saying a lot.
That's something, yeah.
Yeah. So, look out, Spring Vegas. All right. Come on, Omelette. We're ready to wrap this thing up. In a day now.
keep going to the wrong camera.
You know what we ought to do, Josh?
What?
Before we do the show like this next time,
Uh-huh.
is relabel your things, your screen over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would help you.
What happens is I'm going the way that I'm seeing it in my head.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing that we could do is rewire them so that they flow in the same direction as they are.
Yeah, that could work.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So for those of you watching and have no idea what we're talking about, there's a camera here, there's a camera there, there's a camera here, and there's a camera there. And so that you'd think that they would flow over here, so Josh can just go whoop with the buttons, but instead he's got to go here and then to over here just for these two cameras kind of thing. So go for Josh.
Hey.
He's working hard. He's working harder than this omelet over here.
Right.
Oh. Put the freaking lid on it, man. What about everybody else out there? Sorry. What about everybody else out there? What do you got coming up this week? Anything fun, exciting, new, different, unusual, unique, special? Birthdays, anniversaries? Somebody, anybody. Hello.
Anybody celebrating anything out there tonight?
I'm honestly surprised I still have a speaking voice at this point. All right.
Ready?
Not quite.
Cool, I'll use the restroom.
Perfect. Getting pretty close, though. Put our makeshift lid back on. Julia says, harvest. Celebrating harvest. LOL. There you go. See? You picked up what I was putting down. Guys, if you don't use all this pancetta, you better eat it because it is delicious. Quick and lots of mini omelet you can cook in oven in a brownie pan that has lots of individual sections. That makes sense. Almost more like a, kind of like a souffle, I guess, ish. But yeah, same concept. So yeah, almost there. I think as soon as Podboy gets back from the bathroom, we shall be ready. Has anybody else had the old Liquid Death yet? They have this one, and they have a white can, which I think might have been flavored or something. I can't remember.
I'm back. What I missed?
We asked what everybody was doing this week, anything special, exciting, whatever. Julie said, harvest, celebrating harvest. Josh got awful quiet back there. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, getting set back up. Makes sense, makes sense. I know Christy was asking earlier about cooking and what got us into that and all that. I have a question for everybody, including Josh.
Sure.
When it comes to the audio roast, do you enjoy whenever you're watching a show and all of a sudden we've got guests and people here and we're playing games and we're chatting and whatever, and then bam, here's a quick little recipe for you. Do you like that? Are you good with that? Or do you think we ought to separate it and make it its own channel and do uploads for that and then keep the audio roast, all music, games, coffee, that kind of fun stuff, the traditional? Or are you liking the hybrid? Let us know down below. We'll start with Joshua.
I'm not sure. I just enjoy doing the show.
That's
I haven't really thought about it too much.
kind of where I'm at. Liz said, oh, sorry.
Did you get the fan of carbonated water
Nope.
stuff? Okay, so how
Got
about
that one.
that? You got this one?
Yep.
Okay. I'm a big fan of carbonated water. Liquid Death may be the only one I haven't tried.
There you go.
And then love the recipes, says Liz Deck.
Good.
And hybrid, said Stephen Cobb.
Okay, cool. Cool. My thing is I'm half scared of driving away. People are like, hey, I thought you were just doing games and talking music. Like, what's all this food stuff? I won't tell you, but I literally had an individual call me this week and say that. And then the next response was, but don't fight it. Like, keep doing it. It's a good thing. I'm like, okay. So I totally did this the wrong way. So now you'll see that my handle is in the way of where this would roll. Not a big deal, y'all. Nope, nope, nope.
Your butter sliding under.
Going every which way. All right, and then
Finding the perfect basil leaf.
yeah, in this room temperature room. Big words, I know. Just because. Because.
Gotta get it on the top and the bottom.
Well, my thought on that was when I slice it, I'll probably end up leaving most of it on this plate.
Mm-hmm.
If I was making this for a person, boom, there you go, done deal. I wouldn't put it on the top. But since we're splitting it for he and I. Okay.
All right, let's take a look at that.
Mmm. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Let me do Josh's cross section. I literally had a spatula sitting over here. Not that one. Oh, right here. Where you at, Josh?
Okay, coming over. I thought you were gonna do his cross section.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Come over. Okay.
Come on over, baby. And
smells good.
just for Josh,
Cross section.
there's your cross section of the Italian. Looks delicious. Now then. Mamma mia.
Not bad.
tastes Italian. So what's funny is, even though we still use tomatoes, we still use spinach, and we still used a piece of pig, it does taste different from the BLT.
It does. Did we use spinach or did we use basil?
Oh, yeah. Yes, basil. I'm loving this.
Yeah. Really tastes that basil.
All right. I forgot I've got this over here. Which is your favorite? Josh, I'll let you go first. Now, I do want to say this before we go there. Keep in mind, I switched pans halfway through. This, here you go. This is kind of hard to judge because it's a little more brown on the outside. I mean, it's not bad. It's a little bit more than I like. Like, I like this. So I'll take that out of my judgment because that was, I'll take blame on that, a cooking error. It was that damn skillet thing over there, heater thing. But anyway, when you put them all against each other, taking that out of the equation as far as the way it's cooked, what are you going with as a favorite?
The potatoes. No, I would say
I do agree. Like, that is a solid side dish for something like this.
I'm going to go with the Italian.
Really?
I really do like it.
I really like it a lot. I will say I'll probably go with the BLT because it's something that I don't get to eat, but that I miss out on. In other words, it's like, it was this close. I could have ordered that BLT sandwich, but it's just not worth it to me. That makes it worth it. Right. Having the tomatoes cooked, adding egg into the equation, to me, it's the BLT. But, buddy,
not bad.
That is right there. Okay. Liz says, love the recipes. Thank you for that. Steven is a fan of the hybrid, so keeping it as is, where occasionally we'll decide to cook something, or sometimes we'll decide to sit in the chairs and just chat.
Right.
Julia says, what, Josh?
Julia says, I'm not a cook, more of a baker.
Oh.
But I love to see you share your excitement about cooking. I also enjoy watching it with Steven because of all of his opinions.
Big same.
His opinions.
Well, big same, right? Like, I notice a lot more opinionated Steven on the cooking than I do the music. And I know that he's opinionated on music because he's passionate about it, same as he is with this, I'm sure. But we like those comments, don't we?
Do, yeah.
No, seriously, I enjoy the interaction of it too, especially when every now and then we'll just do one live like this. So thank you for that. Julia also says, I like the hybrid because it's a surprise. What's it going to be this week? I like that.
Yeah.
Big same.
Yeah.
Something Josh and I talked about a while back was making it feel more can't miss. That doesn't necessarily mean having, guests on with big personalities and, hey, watch my band. Sometimes it could just be, oh, you tried 3 different omelets? I wish I could have seen that. Now I got to go through the whole episode. Good. I enjoy it too. Thank you for that. Liz says, since you like cooked tomatoes, you would love taco meat inside of a tomato and make taco with all topping cooked inside of a tomato. I would not. Here's the thing. I don't like stuffed peppers either.
No?
And I cook with peppers, but something about, and it's something about that roasting brings out certain flavor profile that is like pepper,
you like
tomato, and it's like when I eat tomatoes, it's like in a sauce and it's simmered for half an hour, an hour. Like I like to bring all that out, not like bring it forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and peppers have a tendency, if they're roasted, to become bitter.
Yeah.
There's a bitterness, and some people don't like that.
I will say this. They look beautiful.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that we'll make something like that here. I'm not afraid to make stuff that I don't like because I know there's other people that like it, especially if we have a regular show and we've got an audience here. I enjoy that. Again, the reason I enjoy cooking is to make people feel good, to feel the experience, to whatever, insert Miss America answer here.
Right.
It's the same reason I did hair. It's because I like to make people feel better leaving than they did when they arrived. So, and when your belly's full, you feel good. Yeah, which is your favorite? Yep, VLT for me, Italian for him. I don't like either on stuffed peppers. And we sound similar on food. Cool. I won't say that I'm a picky eater. I'm a weird eater in my rationale, if you will, on paper for things that I like or don't like. The older I've gotten, the more I'm into tomatoes. It used to be a hard no unless it was ketchup.
Right.
And now I'm like, okay, well, let's get away from that. And I think my mom taught me this when I was young, to keep trying things. If you didn't like tomatoes 10 years ago, try a tomato today. Try, a cherry tomato. Try a Roma tomato. Try a stewed tomato. Give yourself the
License
the opportunity.
to
To try different versions of it again, because just because you didn't used to like it doesn't mean you won't now. Our taste buds change over time.
Right.
I really do believe that. So do yourself a favor and don't be a schmuck. Kim says hybrid. Love the variety. I love that. I love hearing that reassurance that we're doing okay, that we're on the right track. Sometimes, like on nights like tonight, for example, when there's nobody in this room except for you and I, it's hard to say, yeah, we're on the right track, or was that okay? How do you feel about that? I mean, it's kind of long, right? Yeah, it's kind of long. We only had like 12 people watching. Yeah, if you guys are digging it, we're doing it. It's as simple as that. So yeah, that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
If you try these recipes with no recipe, because I'm not doing all that on this, you were here for the whole thing. So if you try one of these, tell me which one is your favorite. If you try all three, if you try one, tell me which one you tried, and if you like it. Comment down below on this video or on the next video, and let me know how your omelets turned out. Because we would love to hear from you. That's going to wrap it up for this long-winded live rock and roll recipes. 3 omelets in 3 hours, that's good, right? No. It's all about the community and the having fun with each other. That's what I'm here for. So
yeah, cooking times may vary at your home.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Especially when you have an actual stove in front of you. It'll cook way more
And
efficiently
you'll probably
than this.
talk less when you're making these. You probably won't have to explain.
I have no Italian in me at all that I'm aware of, but I feel like an Italian, like just talking and not paying attention, and like it's a good thing I'm not drinking, because I'm sure it'll only be worse. Do you like artichoke? I make a Gouda artichoke and black bean salsa quesadillas. The answer is not so much. I can eat a little bit of guacamole. I have one recipe that has guacamole, 7-layer dip that everybody makes, and I can tolerate it in that. And I don't know if it's the camo from all the other flavors or if it's just that it's a thin layer. But no, I don't like guacamole. I don't like artichoke. Spinach artichoke dip. Hold the artichoke, bring the spinach and the cheese. So yeah. All right. We're going to wrap it up. Josh?
Yes?
Are we out of time?
Well, I think maybe.
What?
So that's about all we got. This one does that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can go to a different...
We could go this right there.
Yeah, sure.
Aww.
Oh, I'm assuming it's saying aw, because I can't hear. Okay. Yes, we are indeed all out of time. So, without any further ado, be sure to go to our website, audioroast.com. It is still in the works. Good Lord. So many things to do, and I've had to put so many things on the back burner. This is me apologizing to you. I know you can't see me. There you go. But I'm apologizing to you. If I could get down on my hands and knees and get back up in a decent amount of time, shut up, Josh, I would get down on my knees and apologize. But know that my heart is still in Audio Roast. It's still in connecting with you as a community, as a group, as friends, as family, as fans, as whatever F word you want to put in front of that.
Careful now.
That's what we're doing. So, final thoughts. Josh, what are your final thoughts?
I don't know. Get out there and cook some food.
Perfect.
Have some good times with your friends. Life's short.
That's right. Excellent point, Josh.
Make bad jokes.
We know how to do it. All right. Liz says good night. Good night, everybody. Big show closing and all that fun stuff. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoy anything at all about this 3-hour tour that we've done. A 3-hour tour of the kitchen. And love you, mean it. See you on the next one. Times are hard. Be kind. Coffee, music, etc. Love you. See ya.